What are some of your kind of key learnings on, building and scaling supply?
I feel like I'm always still learning. My perspective on our marketplace is we still don't have anywhere near enough supply. And we see that in our data, like in Australia, because we're in the US, Australia, Canada, and the UK, which is very interesting. And while it's a lot of work, and my head of finance would be telling you, don't even consider it till you're really big because there's so much tax and legal and bank accounts. But the good side of that is we have like these little labs, and I get to see what happens in different countries. And of course, it's always hard to isolate cause and effect, but you can start to infer things. And in Australia, we actually have a lot more supply per person. I think there's about 4 times as many campsites per capita. And the marketplace converts twice as well today versus the US. And so I'm still like, oh, we still need way more supply. I think the overall lesson I would say is like you have to follow what the demand wants. Like I think if sometimes we would fall into traps of like this is a supply that's easy to get, can we sell it? And that's like backwards. It's like it's often the hardest to add supply is the most important, because it's all about, something I say a lot to the team that sometimes is confusing to people, but it's good when it is because then we talk about it, is we only have one customer. And I'm a really big believer in that. Like our campers are our customer. They are the ones who are opening their wallets and spending hard-earned money on our product. Our hosts are our partners that we co-create a really good experience with. And so if we're going to be customer-led, customer obsessed, like we have to pay attention to what the camper wants most. And so I'd say that's probably one of the biggest lessons on the supply side is a lot of the easiest to get supply is like not what the campers want, and whether that's geography or the specific type of supply or the different amenities, like really being customer led. And then the other big thing, this is more of a recent lesson, is like really getting smarter about segmenting the campers. And in particular, we're really focused in on campers who camp a lot, which sounds obvious, but is making a really big difference. So there's a specific type of camper that camps, 5 to 10 times a year just naturally, and they have a slightly different type of supply they want. And so focusing more on what they want is just it's super valuable because that supply does a lot better on the platform very quickly.